Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
First down, Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3 down.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Push him back. Tight dog.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, what a move. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On first down, it's Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Check. Fresno. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Walters. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run the counter. Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And take it right on the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Walters. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Watch that.
22 jet bomber. Kill. Yo, Cheetah. Lee Griffin.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Ready, set.
Let's go, G.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona, and even 60 yards.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop the throw. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Greystone travel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. 25, check 80 weapons. 25. Now.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready, ready.
51. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, check 24.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Protein spill. 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Let's go.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Check 99. Check 99.
Recon, 132 fighter. Deep grip.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check hot route. Hot. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
General West.
He's checking. Crash. He's crashing.
There.
Here's Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Will.
Looking to throw. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Come on here. Come get some.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Who that? 57's the Mike. Watch 57. What we got? Hit it.
Now back to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
First down, Arizona.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Ready up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52. Watch the screen.
Get it.
Back to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
6-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. It's Farmer, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
26-yard line.
Got it.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Meyer. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second and 14. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
And less than a yard.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
Slam.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Protein spill.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 13. Check 13.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
2nd and 4. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really try to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Come on. You better bring it. Switch. Hatchet. Check 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Meyer. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
You can't block me. Check. Shoot.
General West.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready, set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
You better be afraid of me. Shoot!
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey. You got 3 down. Rush this.
61, Matchbox Light.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense.
Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, echo.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 56.
Greystone, travel.
You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Watch twist, watch twist.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hard. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farmer, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
It's caught. Reception by Holmes. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Come on, set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. Check back. Check back. 57 Mike. Mike, 57. Got you. Let go.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Ready, ready. 90, Wolf. 6-6, pull it high.
On first down, Bishop. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Smooth. 57. Mike, 57. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 52.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, sub